Welcome to American Dream Selling Oklahoma. I'm your host, Carrie McVeigh. Today we are in Nichols Hills, one of Oklahoma City's prestige communities. This beautiful and unusual community of homes is one of the show places of the country, but to the residents, it's just home. Nichols Hills has distinct curving streets and lush green parks. This community was planned for quiet, gracious living with charm and character. It is popular with those looking for a large footprint subdivision, short commutes, easy access to great shopping and food, and good neighborhood schools. Speaking of schools, just outside of Nichols Hills is one of my personal favorite schools, the Academy of Classical Christian Studies. The Academy is Oklahoma City's only full-service pre-K through 12th grade Christian school with 3 campus locations across the OKC Metro. They uniquely have 2 accredited teaching models, both traditional and blended. Today's guest, Headmaster Nathan Carr, is going to give us a little bit more insight as to why the Academy is such a wonderful place for the kids and us parents too. Thank you, Father Carr, for joining us today. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Sure.
So, tell us, what is classical education?
Classical education is a very ancient approach to education of students. It's rooted in kind of a wisdom and virtue tradition. This goes back to people like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, people who lived 2,400 years ago. And then it weaves an entire educational philosophy around the soul, and it approaches the soul in a very particular way. When you hear of classical education, many things come to mind that are absolutely true. We read major classics, the greatest books of literature, the greatest novels, the greatest mathematicians, scientists, and poets that you would ever, that culture has given us, the world has given us. And then we offer those same books to children because we want our students to be like those great people, to have critical thinking skills that are rooted in the fundamentals of logic, for example, to have a very winsome way of communicating with others because they have the tools of rhetoric.
How do you feel like the Academy, how is the Academy set apart from other schools?
So culture is a big difference. It's a deeply participatory culture that includes things, like I said, like feasting and prayer and a common life together that is integrated across the grades. And then again, our educational philosophy is just very different. We stage things. There's a very clear grammar stage where kids are reciting every conceivable fact that you would ever want a child to know, even if they were a high school graduate. We just pour it into them.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Father Carr. I appreciate you taking the time and meeting with us. It was such a pleasure getting to know more about the Academy.
Yes, thank you. Delighted.
Thank you for coming along with me today as we explored Nichols Hills. As you can see, it has a lot to offer. Whether it's golfing, going shopping, or going for a nice walk, it doesn't disappoint. And thank you to our special guest, Headmaster Nathan Carr, for telling us why the Academy is such a special place for learning. If you would like to know more about our fabulous state or cities, or if you have a business or a home that is a good fit for American Dream TV Selling Oklahoma, I would love for you to reach out. This is Carrie McVeigh, Selling Oklahoma, signing off. See you next time.